is Godwin Giloto. I'm a graduate student at the University of Connecticut, the Department of Chemical and Biomolecular Engineering. I am affiliated to Connecticut Convergence Institute for Translation in Regenerative Engineering. For me, I have a different perspective about education. I love school. I love school as a person, but also there are many other extrinsic factors that really make me want to go to school. I came to this country and I didn't know anyone. I realized the only thing I have to myself is my education. And I always tell myself that the only thing I have that nobody can take from me is education. You know, I can lose my house, I can lose my car, I can lose everything I own. But the only thing, I can lose everything, but the only thing nobody can take from me, and the only thing, excuse me to say, is going to die with me is my knowledge, is my education. I read through the notes, go to class, try to engage the professor, and then afterwards sit down and read through the class notes, and that kind of helped me to be more efficient. If I pile up the notes and try to make it, try to read through afterwards, it doesn't really make me efficient. So read after class, read, do the exercises or the example questions. That way you save a lot of times and you become efficient throughout the semester. For me, the learning approach didn't come naturally. It's as a result of me not having enough time to be able to study. So I came up with the idea that, okay, I like to read before and after class. That way I'll be able to save myself much time as well as be on top of the notes so that I don't fall behind. And also, if you have questions, it's good to talk to the professors because that's their job. They are there to help you. Most of the time we want to feel like, oh, we can do it on our own, but we end up spending too much time for something that we should have understood very easily if we just ask somebody for help, or maybe talk to our colleagues or our group members and then let them help us out. You save a lot of time going that way, than try to take the stairs. Take the elevator. The elevator is your friends, your professors, your TAs. They are always willing to help you. And if you approach them, life becomes very easy. Communication is a very big part of us as humans, even the way you walk, the way you look at the other person. There are different forms of communication, and that plays a key role in our life in terms of how far we can go, in terms of success as well. Communication is very important. So I take different approach depending on the person I'm trying to talk to, and I also want to make sure that what I'm saying reach the person in the manner that I want it be understood. So if it's my own colleagues, I love to talk to them over the phone. At least I'll be able to express myself well. And for my professors and advisors, I kind of like email them if they need be, or I want to go see them in person. So reading communication is very important, and it's a very big part of us, especially for STEM students. When I started writing, I realized, oh no, I'm not good at it. I took anthropology, and I realized, no, all I was writing was just something shady. Like the professor looked at me and said, like, what's your major? And I realized I had a problem. She taught me, make sure you have friends that read over what you write. Ask yourself, how many people have read through this? Have a lot of people read through. That's the only way you are making progress. You need the critiques. And sometimes we get hard, we get kind of worried when the critiques come and it's not to what we expect. It's not in our favor. We feel like, oh, maybe this person is being too hard. Maybe they really didn't understand. If people cannot articulate what you wrote, then you are not right. You are not passing the communication that you want to pass out there. The message you are trying to deliver is not getting out. Writing is something you learn. It just doesn't come to you. All the good writers didn't come wake up one day and start writing good, putting sentences together that makes you feel so happy. I get motivation by reading other people's paper. And what I usually do if I have a heavy paper to write, what I do is I read other people. I have this person that I read their paper and it was so fabulous. So anytime I want to write, you know what I do? That's my secret. I go and read their paper. Just to give me the motivation, kind of the mind frame to be able to write in the same arena. Kind of like people write differently. So you choose how you want to write. Find people who you think their writing synchronize with you and learn from them. Have people critique your writing. And that's the only way you can do better. Failure is a very good thing. Maybe you didn't do well the first time. That's okay. Because a lot of people that really achieve greatness weren't good at the first time. I know a lot of people who didn't make it the first time. And I'm a very practical example of that. I didn't make it the first time. I remember I took this class, mechanics. It was, mechanics. And the first class, there was a quiz. And I had a 0. Just like that. Walking to the class, there was a quick quiz and I had a 0. And I told myself, look, I'm going to make an A. By the time I complete this coursework, I'll get an A. So it really motivated me to pay a lot of attention to the coursework, and I had a good grade. That class really taught me a lot about myself. That having a bad grade can help you leap into a different discovery of yourself. When you are in STEM courses, you need to have a thick skin. You need to have a thick skin because sometimes that's the tipping point. That's the tipping point. You get discouraged and that's it. But if you can push a little bit further, just a little bit, and my professor told me one time, I was in thermodynamics class and I told him, look, this class is too hard. It's not easy. He said, yeah, but you're not the only one. It's hard. But imagine yourself climbing a hill or a mountain. You are almost there. The beautiful view is just 6 feet away. And you can say if you can just do the remaining few minutes of climbing. So see life like that. See education like that. Bad grades, don't worry. They are good. And I've had a lot of them. The only thing I came to realize in education is hard work. Study hard. Study hard. You are not too far away from success.